Inside Africa, I'm Errol Barnett. Welcome everyone. You found me in Cape Town, South Africa. Now this country is one of the most diverse on the continent, so people here have many different ways of expressing themselves creatively. My mission this week is to look at one very unique form of expression that requires 4 wheels and a helmet. So strap on, come along with me, and all will be explained. Kent Lingeveldt is passionate about 2 things, longboarding and photography. He's found a creative way to combine them in something he calls boardography.
I mean, people have been doing art on skateboards since the beginning, since day one, you know. But I still feel like locally you still need to almost educate the masses in terms of custom artwork on a longboard or on skateboards, you know. Because I don't only see a longboard as function, but also form.
These have become sought-after creations and have made their way to exhibitions abroad, along with Kent's other photography.
The exhibitions that just happened in Germany now, there was 2 of them. I got invited to a short film festival, the Detmold International Short Film Festival. So they were up for a week and they asked me to come and exhibit my photographs there. And then that was up for a week, and then my second one, because as part of Alpha Longboards, I also do custom artwork on boards. So you don't only get a custom board shaped for you, but you can get custom artwork done.
Kent grew up on the Cape Flats, an area designated to people of mixed race during apartheid.
You know, the Cape Flats, it hasn't changed, like for me, you know, like it hasn't changed in the last, say, 25 years, you know, like it's still, I mean, like you still get the really poor people and then you get up to like and slightly upper middle class, you know, because generally when you become successful, then you move out of the flats and you move to other parts, you know, to more kind of upmarket parts. It's definitely, it's not, like certain areas, it's not the greatest place to be, you know, like there's all the problems of gangsterism, of drugs, of poverty, you know, of desperation. So for a kid, it could be a bit tough, and like it is tough, you know, like as kids have to dodge gang violence on the way to school, you know. But that being said, it's also a beautiful place for the community spirit of it, you know, because they all went through similar hardships, you know, all families were relocated and had to deal with starting their lives over, and that's a common bond, you know.
And it was in this area where his love for skateboarding was born.
Skateboard on the Cape Flats. Like my cousin had a skateboard and then he had a spare one, and I used to watch him and his friends skate all the time, and I'm like, oh, so can I get one of those? So I took his old skateboard and I kind of set it up. I started skateboarding. It's like one of those natural things where skateboarding chooses you, you know, like you don't choose it. And then yeah, ever since then.
Kent has been interested in photography since he was 18, but only started taking pictures professionally in recent years.
I won the Market Photo Workshop's social landscape contest last year, and I was like, wow, look at this. You know, someone who didn't have any training to win at probably the most prestigious photo school in the country, which is cool.
His advantage, his longboard perspective.
When I skateboard, I see the world differently, you know. Like you see the small finer details of the streets of like the city, and I was like, wow, like I see so many different things that other people don't necessarily see. Started photographing that, and then yeah, 4 years ago I decided, okay, cool, let me see if I can make some cash from this, and yeah, it's been good so far. I'm looking for the small things that we say every day, but shedding new light in it so that people can almost look at it differently. Like I took a picture a few days ago, and then there was a little butterfly on the side, and like his one wing was busted, so he was just kind of chilling, and like I wouldn't have seen that he was driving a car, but I saw him riding a skateboard, you know. Yeah, so I took a photo of that, and just shapes and people's reactions, you know, because first and foremost, I would imagine myself to be a street photographer. So like I look at things, like I look for stories in movements and people's reactions and responses and just how we all work together, you know.
Kent's been able to find success through his passions, but it hasn't always been easy.
People almost assume that there's been quite a bit happening for me, like in the last couple of years. But a lot of people don't realize that just 2 years ago, you know, I was struggling, you know, like I was selling 1 board a month and I was like, sheesh, how am I gonna eat? So like right now, I'm living a dream, you know, like right now, this for me is like, you know, I'm getting to fly around the world, show my photographs, ride my skateboard, and I'm like, yo. So I mean, so I just kind of wanna really focus on having fun right now and enjoying this moment, you know. And I mean, like it's definitely bigger stuff. But skateboarding, you know, definitely bigger stuff, want to grow the business. But I mean, that's secondary to actually just being here right now.
14 years ago, Kent couldn't afford to buy his own longboard, so he decided to make one. Next, he shows me how he carves out new dreams and brings a personalized board to life.